How was the Great Pyramid of Giza built? The Great Pyramid of Giza is the largest pyramid in the world. According to estimates, approximately 2.3 million massive stones were used in its construction, with each stone weighing around 50,000 kilograms. If we calculate the total weight of the pyramid, it comes to about 6 million tons. Lifting such a massive weight to a height of 480 feet and placing each block at a perfect angle is an engineering feat that, even today, would take years to accomplish using modern machinery. Imagine how this was achieved 45 centuries ago, without any machines. Let's explore this mystery in today's video. The land where the pyramid was to be built spanned 13 acres. Even a slight unevenness in the ground would have made it impossible for the 2.3 million stone blocks to stand securely. However, the engineers of that time had neither laser levelers nor bubble levels. Experts believe that they leveled the ground by digging trenches around the construction site and filling them with water. They then matched the water levels on all sides and carved away any uneven ground using chisels and hammers. Some experts also suggest that ancient builders used a simple tool consisting of two wooden arms with a stone tied at the center by a rope. If the stone touched the ground and the rope remained perfectly centered, it indicated that the ground was level. Once the construction site was leveled and marked, the next step was to begin building the pyramid. For this, they required massive stones weighing up to 50 tons each. But how did they cut these stones when they had no grinders or jackhammers? Despite this, they managed to cut and shape these enormous stones into square or rectangular blocks. But how? Experts believe that the chisels used for pyramid construction were not made of pure copper, as copper alone is too soft to cut stone. Instead, they added a chemical element called arsenic to strengthen the copper. These chisels were then hammered onto the stones using wooden mallets, and after hours of labor, the massive stones were shaped. The specific type of stone used, known today as limestone, was quarried in Tura, about 200 kilometers from Giza. Now, the next challenge was transporting these heavy stones to Giza. Each stone weighed around 50,000 kilograms, equivalent to the weight of 3 passenger buses. Since 2.3 million stones were required for a single pyramid, this was a massive undertaking. Astonishingly, the transportation was done by workers and boats. They utilized the river between Tura and Giza, loading the stones on 2 large boats and transporting them to the pyramid construction site. Experts believe that this process was far from easy. Loading and unloading such massive stones onto boats likely required an entire army of laborers working simultaneously. However, the biggest challenge remained. How were these heavy stones lifted to such great heights? Archaeologists eventually found something intriguing buried under layers of rubble stairs and a ramp-like structure. Upon excavation, they discovered unusual holes along the sides of the stairs. This led experts to believe that these structures were used to transport the stones upward. After much research, experts concluded that wooden logs were placed inside these holes, and the massive stone blocks were tied with ropes that looped around these logs. This mechanism helped workers pull the stones upward with greater ease. Essentially, these wooden logs functioned as pulleys, similar to modern crane systems that reduced the load on motors by up to 50%. It became evident that the large stone blocks were placed on the central ramp, while workers on the side stairs used ropes and wooden pulleys to pull the stones up. To further reduce friction, they used sand. This ingenious technique allowed the ancient Egyptians to lift and position these massive stones, leading to the construction of the incredible